My brain's fried, guys. I've been dealing with numpties, proper numpties at this new medical practice that I'm at. I just had the doctor call me because I've got to get some painkillers because the cocodamals I get here over the counter ain't working now. So what they do, they get, my doctor for the last 10 years at Warder's practice in Tunbridge. I was with a doctor called Dr. Bailey for 10 years, and he was prescribing me for 10 years. This doctor's just claimed that she's looking at my record, claiming that she can't see. She reckons she's looking right back to 2015, says she can't see where I've had any cocodamol. I said, well, you can't be looking at my record then. Do you know what I mean? It's just all bullshit, guys. It is complete bullshit. This country is just fucked up, man. Excuse me swearing, but it is proper fucked. But I just said to that doctor, because she said, oh, I'll ring you our last practice then. Like trying to catch me out. I said, well, you do that. Warder's medical practice, Dr. Bailey. And she went, oh. I said, I'm not lying. I said, do you know what I mean? I know what I've had. I've had them loads of times. At least 7 times every year. Throughout the 12 months. It's just bullshit, guys. It's just complete bullshit. I haven't even seen a doctor since fucking November. I'm supposed to have ECGs, all these checks done because of the meds I'm on. But no fuckers check me or even gives a fuck, man. They're all just, I've got to wind my neck in a bit. They're all just, I don't know what they are, but good job I'm super fit and I ride my bike and all that really. Plus obviously I know what the amphetamine's about. These poor fuckers that have never done it, just getting chucked on the amphets, here son, out in the street. Fucking no support, no fucking GPs that know nothing about ADHD. You ring up for a bit of support, they send you to the mental health. I've even ended up, well, quite often, I've ended up at I've got a mental health assessment tomorrow, so we'll see what happens there. I've actually been in the hospital, guys, right? Well, I've actually sat there with a psychiatrist, and at the end of it, he said, well, Phil, he said, I can't actually help you at all because I know nothing about ADHD. He said, what I can say is you said you educated me in it. Do you know what I mean? It's only the specialist that you see once in a blue moon that can help you, that can answer your questions. And I'll tell you what, after you've just been diagnosed, it's a right head fuck, man. It's a right head fuck that, you know what I mean? Obviously, you get diagnosed, you go on your meds, and it's a whole new beginning. Do you know what I mean? It's a whole new thing, guys. It's a whole new life you're going to be living. If you're like me and you get diagnosed with it, especially at my age, our age, anyone else my age. Do you know what I mean? You've got a lot of questions you've got to want to ask about it. There's no fucker to ask. There's no fucker to ask. Crazy. And now I'm dealing with a GP that's telling me what's on my record. And I've never had cocodamol off a doctor in the last 10 years. Yet I've had fucking at least, in 10 years we're talking 20, 30 times, if not more. Fucking jokers, man. I think the time's come, guys, for me to pull myself away from all the housing, all the bullshit that I have to deal with on the telephone and that. I think I'm allowed what's called an advocate. That's someone that will get my point across. It's just even got to the stage now where I'm not even swearing at them. I'm just like mind blown by the fact that, like just then, a doctor telling me she's looking at my record and I've never had that drug in the last 10 years when I've had it loads of times. Do you know what I mean? Where do you even start? How do you even start? I said, well, you can't be looking at the correct record. She's gone through my name my date of birth, my address. She said, oh, I can't see it. I said, well, you can't be looking at the right details then. You cannot be looking at it. They'll talk to you like you're bullshitting. But like on so many times with the doctors, with the housing, I've proved them wrong. You don't get an apology. Fucking wankers, mate. Fucking... They must fucking hate me, the housing and all that. They're probably used to the autism, the ADHD people with the learning difficulties. You just sit there nodding their head at them, yes, yes, and all that. I'm not a fucking yes man. Do you know what I mean? I ain't got no learning problems. My brain's on the ball. In fact, my brain's ahead of theirs. I think that's what annoys them. They forget that I am actually severely disabled because of my... They're called neurological brain disorders, guys. That puts me in the severely disabled bracket, even though I can get out on that street and run a marathon and sort of cycle 50 miles, do you know what I mean? I'm still classed as invisible disabilities, you know what I mean, and all that. And it's slowly getting more awareness out there, but there's so much ignorance out there with people. I don't know if it's... I don't know. I really don't know. But it's mind-blowing enough getting diagnosed at 50 and then finding out you're going on an AMFET. Because to be honest, when Dr. Bailey first said to me, because this is how I got diagnosed, I didn't go to them. I didn't even know nothing about ADHD, guys. I'll tell you what happened. My doctor that I joined when my dad died. I got a new doctor when my dad died. He got to know me and that. I was seeing him quite a bit every week. That's why it's thrown me a bit, because for the last 10 years I've seen a doctor every week. I've gone from doing that to not seeing one for 6 months or whatever. Anyway, Dr. Bailey, I don't know, we was having a discussion one day, bit of an argument or whatever, and Dr. Bailey said, what did he say to me? Has anyone ever told you you're quite a moody guy, Phil? You come across quite moody sometimes. And I said, yeah. I said, they have actually. I said, I've been like that all my life. And he said to me, have you ever... He said, I think you might have a personality disorder. That's what he first said. And I said, really? I said, well, to be honest, you could be right. I said, I don't know. He said, have you ever heard of ADHD? I said, not really. That's just a naughty kid's disorder, isn't it? Disease or whatever. He said, well, go home and have a look about it and then come back. So I went home and I watched this documentary from this professor in London. For about 2 hours he was talking, giving a lecture. He was talking about ADHD in adults now, how it would look like, when you were a kid. People of my generation. And no lie, within a minute, a couple of minutes of him starting his lecture, everything he was fucking putting on the blackboard and showing on the graphs was fucking lighting up light bulbs, guys, in my brain. Like, I was thinking, what? And I was just stunned watching it. But an hour into it, I thought, I've actually found what's wrong with me. This must be what's wrong with me. So I've gone back to the doctor. They give you what's called an ADHD screener. But they only do that if it's interfered with your whole life, which it has with me. But anyway, before we get to that bit, they did an ADHD screening score test, and I maxed that right out. And then the doctor said to me, do you want to do something about this, Phil? I said, yeah. I said, if I've got something, I want to do something about it. I said, I always knew I was different. I can remember standing in the primary school playground thinking, I'm not like these. I mean, something different about me than these other kids. I mean, I was right out, you know what I mean? I was a bit of a space cadet. You'd often find with little kids and that growing up, they'd be like proper space cadets. They would sort of drift away and fucking, it's mad. It's mad, but anyway, yeah. A little rant there. So I'm just going to roll this up. I'm going to put a record on. I'll upload this, and then we'll do guess the tune. It's going to be a bit harder today. It's a bit cooler today. I'll have to do some more shows on ADHD. Some more videos on how it looked like. I bet some of you fuckers have got it. I'm telling you. And even you girls don't get away from it. It's harder to spot in girls because they're not so boisterous as lads. They reckon they can pick it up at the age of 3. But that, all he's getting was clout around their asses at the age of 3. Fucking, I'm glad that times have changed, and now these kids who can't get along at primary school and that get out because they've got ADHD, whereas in my day, fucking shocking stuff they used to make me do. Stand in the corner of the room, hands on my head, fucking all lesson. Chinese fucking torture and all sorts of shit, man. Be classed as. I should give you a good whack. I've had the slipper, I've had the cane, I've had the ruler. My mate Rigsby got the ruler across the hands. See what I mean? Fucking crazy. Crazy world. Sorry, that doctor's thrown me a bit, people. What numpty. Don't know what medical record she's looking at. But I don't think it's mine. I did say to her, I've even used in the past year, at least 3 times, 4 times, is it the NHS 111 service that you use at night? I've even used that to get cocodamol. Because I've used that service to get my ADHD meds as well, but where they're controlled, and it's unfair, all they give you is a couple to last you, till I see my doctor, my GP, who gives me the full whack. In fact, it's unfair time, because I'll only be doing one today, getting an early night tonight. Yeah. I've already done 1 today so far. Probably just do 2 today. Can try and whack on with a bit of this painting in an hour or so. In fact, it's a lot cooler up here today. It must be a lot cooler outside. I think we're down. I think it's, what's the temperature? I think it's about 24 out there. But there's a nice breeze today. And I just completely went spaced out then. What's called zoning out. They call it zoning out in the ADHD world, but to be honest, in the world I come from, I just call it being spaced right out, basically. And spaced right out, you just drifting away. Got boxes of these 8-hour jobbies. They like, no, 12 hours they last for, one of these capsules. Can't stand them. That's what nearly killed me. I have the instant, the power ones. 20 milligrams. This is of just pure. In them capsules, it's what's called lisdexamphetamine, which is a metabolizing drug. Every hour it sends a little bit off to your brain, whereas this is just called dexamphetamine. It's just instant to the brain. Well, not instant, you know what I mean? A bit like doing a pill or something. Probably a little bit quicker than doing an E. For all you drug users out there that know what I'm talking about, to all the people that have never done E's or thinking, what's he chatting about? I suppose it takes the same time as a strong headache pill. Do you know what I mean? It's pretty quick. Probably about 20 minutes. You'll feel something. Well, to be honest, if you had it and you didn't have ADHD, you'd be speeding your bollock. You'd be up all night speeding your bollocks off. But for me, I did earlier. I did one, went back to sleep for 4 hours. Do you know what I mean? In fact, like I said to the ADHD doctor, I'm getting more sleep on these than I've ever had in my life, and I'm loving it. Because all my life, right, people, I've never had proper deep sleep. That's what an ADHD, if you've not had a proper sleep all your life, really, you've never had a proper deep sleep. The only time I used to say to my dad, the only time I've had a proper deep sleep is if I'm pissed right up and then get my head down, or I've been out partying for a couple, been to a good rave all night. Do you know what I mean? Coming home, coming down, you know what I mean, sleeping, and a proper deep sleep. But normally I'd be tossing and turning. Pre-diagnosis, I would just toss and turn all night. Couldn't drop off to sleep. Now, literally, as my head hits the pillow, man, I'm gone. And I absolutely love it. And before I used to wake up about, if you wake up a lot of times, guys, in the night, that's another, it's all related. So if what I'm saying is ringing any bells or setting any light bulbs off in your brain, you've probably got something, some form of ADHD, some scale of ADHD. Or you could even be on the autistic spectrum. It's a wide spectrum, and ADHD and ASD overlap each other. But yeah, if you wake up in the night a lot, but because I used to, every couple of hours, crazy. Now I suppose I woke up maybe once in the night, twice in the night, which is good. Anyway, let's go back down now. Get to use my posh paintbrush tonight. More painting. But once I've painted all this, I think it's going to need, where this is all red, where this is red, guys, it's been red up here before. As you can see, I think it's going to need about 3 coats of white paint to actually get over the red. But to be honest, I don't mind. Might as well do it proper, ain't I? That's what I'm going to do. God, it's lovely and cool in here. That's what I've got to do, unblock that glue gun. Started laying my tiles up on the window lid. Show you my tiles. I thought it quite went with the wallpaper. In fact, that's a pretty good match, isn't it? Anyway, what I'm doing, guys, is up here on the windowsill, gonna be having them all the way along there, sort of like that. I've glued them down, and that one is pretty secure. Yeah, so that's good to go. Just using my glue gun, see. Then I can always, when I go to take them up, if you'd have proper cemented them on or whatever they use, proper packed them on, you'll break them up, pull them up. But pulling them out, I could probably pull them up, and obviously the glue sticks, you can just peel it off. Then I could sell them. Not that I'm doing that, I'm using them, but I suppose it's my brain thinks of the long term. But anyway, the glue gun has been working a treat. Apart from I'm putting blobs of glue in each corner and one in the middle, and you can just about get enough if you're quick, because the glue set's quite quick. But yeah. Anyway, guys, let's turn the amp on. Let's turn the CB on. Right, amplifier. Anyway, guys, just getting loads of messages and emails. They just do my nutting. I might just come off of emails, you know that. Just say to the housing, anyone that wants me, just ring me direct. Come out of that digital world of fucking faceless bollocks. Anyway, guys, whatever you're doing, have a good one. And coming up in the next video, in fact, we'll do 3. Yeah. Name that record. I'm going to do 3 of them. Anyway, whatever you're doing, have a good one.